Not yet. It's red right now. Alright. Welcome everybody to This Week in Wrestling. I am your host and commissioner of Bobbitt Championship Wrestling, Foulmouth Bobbitt, and joining me today is the Cold Bone himself. What's going on, Cold Bone?
Not much, man. Not much. How's it going, brother? How's it going?
Everything's good. Everything's good. Next Friday I'll have 2K19, so
right.
I'm excited.
Sounds good. Just everybody in the chat, just let me know if the stream is lagging for you. Oh, there it went green. It's green now. Okay, I think.
Yeah, it's green.
Okay, I don't know why that is. But anyway, just keep an eye on the stream. If it lags, if it's lagging on your end, it's because your internet. If it's green on my end, you'll know why. Bobbitt and I are both monitoring it, just so that we can hopefully figure out the issue. I think we figured it out because we went landline. Apparently the Wi-Fi isn't so hot here, so even though the Wi-Fi is not too bad, but whatever. So go ahead, Bobbitt. Start off with what you want to start off with, man. It's all about
you. First of all, we need to introduce the other awesome co-host we have this evening, the Gothic Princess, Tattoo Mistress. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Bobbitt?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, did you want to go with the big news that came up today?
You start, man. This is your show.
Alrighty, I want to start off with Evolution coming back at Raw at SmackDown 2000. I mean, God, 1000. Sorry, folks, it's been a long day.
What he means by Evolution is Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton.
And Ric Flair.
And Ric Flair, yes.
Evolution is a mystery. Alright, if this is done right, I'll be all for it. But if this takes away something that a current superstar would need, then why are they doing this? Like, if this means that Asuka can't have a match because there's no time left, because they wanted to bring back Evolution, then I'm not okay with this. Like, this is further proving the point. They only rely on nostalgia acts anymore. They can't rely on their own superstars. And it's sad to see because, yes, I love Evolution. I always have. But I'd rather see, Ty Dillinger have a match, Asuka, or, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Right. Can I ask
this is really stupid.
Can I ask this question then?
Yes.
All right. How close is this to a pay-per-view? this SmackDown 1000? How close is it to a pay-per-view? Because remember what happened for Raw 25? How close it was to the fucking Royal Rumble.
I think it's... Hang on a minute. Let me look.
Because if it's close to the fucking pay-per-view, that's my opinion on it. And I think we talked about this once before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see it. Because you know that this is going to do nothing but try to draw ratings is all they're fucking doing. I'm not worried about the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view I'm not worried about. I'm talking about the SmackDown 1000.
Is it in a month that's close to a pay-per-view?
Is it like fucking Raw 25 was the week of the fucking Royal Rumble?
Okay, SmackDown 1000 is October 16th.
So it's 2 weeks away from At least it's not a go-home show. I will say that. Because that Raw 25 was a go-home show. So, that being said, I'm okay if it's a one-night-only thing like they did at Raw 25, even though it pissed me off. But it's not a go-home show. The go-home show should be a go-home show. It shouldn't be a fucking SmackDown 1000. So I'm okay with it. If they do it right. Like Bob had said, if they take away from a storyline that needs to be handled for a said pay-per-view, I'm not going to be pleased. I will shit on it. I will shit on it. I've said it, I don't know how many fucking times. This is all goes back to that fucking bullshit that WWE fucking fans, these new fucking casual fucking dipshits, fucking come in and say, well, I've never seen Evolution. Go fucking watch the network.
Yep.
It's only $9.99 a month. Give me that fucking... I hate that. Fucking excuses. Well, I've never seen it. That's why you get the network. You can see it.
Or go on YouTube. There's plenty of it on the YouTube for free.
This is true. This is true. MVP is not coming back to WWE. Stop asking me that, Aaron. You're kind of pissing me off with your stupid questions. You ask me that question every other fucking day. Is MVP coming back? When is Matt Hardy coming back? When is fucking Andre the Giant coming back? Come on, man. I'm sick and tired of your stupid questions. Be real, dude. When is Survivor Series? It's in fucking November. It's like the second week or third week in November. Every year. It's the same every year. Refer back to this moment when I tell you it's every November. And it should be. But I want them to be building Randy Orton to the title. That's what they should be doing.
The good thing is, this is going to be after the men's pay-per-view, men's involvement pay-per-view with the Super Showdown. The Super Shit Show.
Yes.
So, in that sense, it's a good way to do it at that point.
Right.
Because at that point, the next pay-per-view you're pushing for is the woman's.
Right. I forgot what I was going to say. I really forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I want to talk about Randy Orton real quick. So, the match that he had with Ty Dillinger, if you did not hear the promo that he cut, I can't remember, or Mike Rome asked him a question, is he your next target? He is not.
Just a gimmick pissed him off.
It's just the gimmick pissed him off. So people, please stop saying that Ty Dillinger might be involved in building Randy Orton to that next feud, which I'm okay with. It's kind of like a mini feud. It gets Ty Dillinger on fucking TV, and the intensity in which Ty Dillinger had Tuesday night was really good. Did you watch it at all, Bobbitt? So,
yeah, I was there for the whole show.
Yep. So, that being said, I mean, like I said, if they're going to, it's 2 weeks away from a pay-per-view, so I'm okay with that. Heather, can you take over? I need to go get my hat. Fucking hilarious. I'm right back.
Oh, hi, folks.
Hello.
So yes, it's 2 weeks away from an all-women's pay-per-view first and foremost, so they don't really have to push a lot of the guys. How you doing, Shannon? Nice to see you in the chat.
Holy crap! What's going on, Mrs. Ken?
So you don't really have to worry about pushing the men too much. Excuse me, I have the hiccups now. You don't have to worry about pushing the men too much after Super Shit Show because you got Evolution coming up. So having the 1000th episode of SmackDown happen to fall right between the two is actually perfect timing. And it would be the perfect timing to bring in the nostalgia acts, to do the promos, to sit there and say, you know, this time in history I was doing this with SmackDown. So, am I really looking forward to it? No, because it's just really going to be a show full of nostalgia acts and a walk down memory lane and not really much else.
But we can get on WWE Network.
Right. But, at the same time, it's at that midpoint where it's going to be more about the women. It's going to start being more about the women anyway. So it's a good time for it to happen. So here's JP back.
Thank you for taking over for me. And hi, Miss Foulmouth Ken. How are you doing? So yeah, I am doing what they are doing. And again, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I'm okay with it as long as it doesn't ruin other storylines. If they can get their storylines in and then fucking do the Evolution thing, that's fine. As long as it's a one-off, I'm okay with it. But if it's a continuous thing, like I'm going to get into the Shawn Michaels thing here in a minute.
That's another thing that's been pissing me off.
Yep, I'm about to get into it. So, that being said, I have to... Do you have any other news, Bobbitt?
Not really. There just hasn't been a whole hell of a lot of information out today.
Well, let's talk about the Sasha Banks thing. I gotta pull something up. So, let's talk about this Sasha Banks injury. How come WWE's not talking about it?
Or telling us exactly what it is.
Or, yeah, exactly. Telling us exactly what it is. What is going on? I don't know. They are being hush-hush about it. So I don't know. That being said, I'm not going to sit here and speculate on it. Sasha Banks is hurt. They're keeping it hush-hush, so it might be significant, but I don't know. So, but we will find out how significant it really is. So yeah. So Brie Bella, we've talked about this ad litem for weeks and weeks and weeks. For ever since the botch, I shouldn't say weeks. Ever since the botch happened, which was on Tuesday, right?
It was one day.
Leave the woman alone. That is what I've been saying. I'm going to say this, though. Other wrestlers are now coming out and speaking on this. One of them is a very prominent Attitude Era guy who's also a trainer and has trained many women in wrestling. Bully Ray, Bubba Ray Dudley, if you know who he is. I found this quote. They interviewed him on what he thought of the incident between Brie and Liv Morgan, and the credit for this and the quote go both to Busted Open Radio and a hat tip to Wrestling Inc. for the transcription. So this is exactly, and I don't want any fucking flash or whatever saying that fucking me quoting something Yeah, I already heard that. It just came out today, or I just seen it today. So piss off if you don't like it. He said, and I quote, "Shit happens. That's it. It's pro wrestling, man. You know how I always talk about ring rust? Dave LaGreca is? Oh, Dave Meltzer. Wouldn't it be safe to say that Brie Bella still has some ring rust on her? And listen, saying Brie has ring rust on her is not a detriment or a knock on Brie. Ring rust happens to any and all wrestlers who are not in the ring for a significant amount of time. There are very few guys and gals who can jump right back into the ring and be at the same level that they were. Plus, Brie came back, had a child, or after having a child, I think that's what he should have said. I believe in a recent interview she said that the dive spot that did not go well, she didn't realize that she might have been a little slower after having the baby. It's the legs. She didn't have the legs under her, and that's understandable. She didn't have that oomph anymore. So I can totally understand that, but rust never sleeps. Rust can set in on any body part. Whether it's a baseball player, football player, pro wrestler, that's first. So with a little bit of rust that Brie has on her could be showing in the ring. Now, does she have ring rust? Yes. Is it causing her to make these mistakes? Yes. While Bully Ray noted that Brie may have some ring rust, he also pointed that Liv Morgan's inexperience in the ring is also a factor. So you can't just blame Brie. Her inexperience inside the ring has to play into this here. Secondly, inexperience and the inexperience on Liv's end. Liv hasn't been wrestling for a very long time. She's only 22, 23. She's only been wrestling for like a year and a half, I think. She's already on the main roster. Yeah, she spent time in NXT. She's on the main roster now. What'd you say?
She spent that entire year and a half in NXT.
Okay. But Liv is not getting a lot of great reps in the ring, which is true. It's not like she's in six-mans, but it's not like she's out there in a lot of singles matches where she's truly being able to get those reps in that she needs, where she understands how to do everything. So you could tell by the way Liv was feeding her body to Brie that she was feeding in an incorrect way. Normally you don't want to have your shoulders rolled in and your head down when you take those kicks, which she clearly did. You want to have your shoulders back and your chin up. You want to have your chest exposed. Basically, the yes kick is a clothesline with your shin. That is what Bully Ray said. He trains wrestlers. So that being said, we can't just put the onus on Brie. Like I said, let's wait for Liv Morgan to come out and see what she has to say. Yeah, she doesn't remember getting knocked out, but she can tell you, oh yeah, I was supposed to do this, that, and the other thing. That's all I'm saying. They have not said, they just said it's concussion. That's all I know. Did they
the interesting thing is, she's been radio silent since Monday.
Yeah, well, they aren't letting her talk right now. They want to make sure that she's good to go before they have her say anything. And they might play this up in a storyline, which that's fine. That's fine. But to say that Brie Bella did this on purpose is a travesty. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I mean, she did get knocked out, so I will say this: she might have a grade 2, which she might be out for a month, which might take her out of the pay-per-view, which then they'll roll it back to a tag team, and they'll probably have Brie Bella on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, if she don't miss a month, she's definitely going to miss Super Shit Show, because that's only in 2 weeks.
They won't do it. They haven't done it. What's that?
Super Shit Show is only 2 weeks late. She's out for a month, then she might even be out for Evolution.
But it's all depends on concussion protocol. It's what the doctors say. If she's cleared, she's cleared. We don't know. I'm not going to sit here and speculate on anything. But that's a quote from Bubba Ray Dudley, who, in fact, has been hit in the head numerous times with a fucking chair. Numerous times with a bat. So I'm just going to say this. I'm going to take it at his word. He's been in wrestling for tons of years. He's a trainer. He trains wrestlers. So there you go. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
What's up, Johnny?
Hey, Johnny. You want to be added to the call? Or what? I did ask if you guys, because I know. Did you add Trek to the call?
Trek never said he was available.
Well, he's not. He said he'd be home by 5 o'clock his time, and it's about 7 minutes from now.
Oh, so 10 o'clock our time then. Okay.
No, 7 o'clock our time.
Yeah,
add Johnny in. He just said, yeah. Add I don't know if he heard the quote that I read or read what I just read from Bubba Ray.
It's always nice to have a third opinion or fourth opinion.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It'll have to be changed. Oh, you didn't hear what I said? I'll read it. I'll let you read it. Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
All right, so I just read what Bubba Ray, you remember Bubba Ray? Bubba Ray Dudley?
Yeah.
What he had to say on the Liv Morgan and Brie Bella thing.
I did not hear it.
Okay, so I'm gonna in the chat, not in the YouTube chat, in the Twitter chat, DM me or send me your email and I'll forward it to you. That's where it's sitting for me.
Okay.
So that you can read it. And it's a
gist of it.
How he's not just blaming Brie, he's also blaming Liv for the inexperience inside of the ring and missing her mark and such. You have to read it. It makes sense. Just read the article. Just read the article before read what he said before you say anything. But moving on, we're going to talk about Shawn Michaels.
Yes, let's.
All right. So apparently Shawn Michaels is having more than just a one-off match at the Crown Jewel.
Oh my God.
He's going to have a fucking singles match at the fucking Royal Rumble. Why? That's the plan, is to have him in a singles match at the Royal Rumble. Now, is he going to be in the Royal Rumble? I fucking hope not.
You don't need him in the Royal Rumble.
You don't. You have enough fucking superstars in fucking WWE to fucking have a match. So, like I said before, this is why I don't want to see fucking Shawn Michaels. I don't want to see The Undertaker. I don't want to see Triple H. And I don't want to see fucking Batista. And I don't want to see fucking Kane either. This is why. This is the reason why. That is what they're planning, a singles match. Who it's against, I don't know. But they better not have him fighting AJ. They better not have this man fighting AJ. AJ should be in a fucking championship match at fucking Royal Rumble against Randy Orton. Tell me what you think.
I really don't give a shit about Shawn Michaels being back in the ring.
Right.
I'm gonna go off on a rant here.
Go ahead.
You have this man give 2 of the best matches of his entire career at 25 and 26. Sean himself said that was the way he wanted to go out. Ever since Sean retired, I've said he should never come back because the dude is like, the dude's got like back issues, knee issues. Like, he is hurt, like he is hurting every day. Every day he gets up, he's feeling all those years of wrestling.
Right.
And you're having a match at the fucking Royal Rumble, which should be for current superstars. You want to bring back a guy who is almost fucking crippled because he gave years of his life to this stupid company.
Yep.
And you want him to have one more match? No. The WWE is acting like Sean is suddenly 25 again. He can do this shit. The dude is what? 50, 60 years old?
50, 53.
Okay. The dude's 50 years old. Well, 53 years old. Why? Because fans... Do what, Johnny?
I'm gonna stop right there. Only I'm gonna say this: the age argument is pointless.
It is.
It's utterly pointless because, this is the reason why I'm gonna say it's pointless. Okay, because you can't say the same thing about Chris Jericho or Truth and some of these older guys. They're in their 50s. Now, I get where you're coming from. The guy's 53. He's got a lot of problems, but you can't use it just based on age because it's not a valid argument. Because you've got wrestlers that are still going very well, mind you, that are in their 50s. Now, if you wanted to say that they've got too many medical issues, that's where I stand on it. Shawn and Undertaker's got too many medical issues. It has shit to do with their age.
Sure.
It's an invalid argument when it comes to if you're only going with age.
But the only way, and I will say this, the only way that you can make that argument is if the guy is, and Shawn Michaels is, and has, guy can barely fucking walk. He said it himself. Barely fucking get up in the mornings. He could barely fucking walk. Because of the wear and tear on his body. Because of what... If you look at Chris Jericho, he's done more high spots now than he's ever done. I mean, I don't know if he's ever really done really big high spots. Unlike Shawn Michaels has. Do you know what I'm saying? But you are right. You can't use the argument of age alone. But the wear and tear on his body, you can.
Yes, and that's the only reason why I'm bringing it up.
No, that's fine.
It is because I there's no arguing that Shawn and Undertaker, these guys have had their bodies are wrecked.
Right.
But a lot of people fall into the trap of well, they're 53 or they're in their 50s. Well, that don't mean shit.
No.
Because good example, Vader wrestled well into what? He was like, how old was he when he died?
58, 59, I think.
And he was still wrestling up until that point.
Yes, he was.
So, I mean, that's my thing. I did just get finished reading the deal, and I can see his point of view. Because even I've noticed that, like, when, like, The Miz or somebody, they have their arms out.
Yeah.
To kind of block those kicks. And but at the same time,
again, he wasn't just blaming Liv. He said they were both at fault. It's a combination of two things, and it is, and that's the way. And this is why I say, and I've been saying, let's wait until Liv Morgan comes out. She has a chance to look at it, because apparently she doesn't remember what happened. So if she goes back and watches it and says, yes, I was taught to do this, I didn't do that, and it caused me to get kicked in the face. Now, again, Bree shouldn't have fucking kicked so fast after she done it the first time. Because I never see Daniel Bryan do that. He's once he gets in a rhythm with his yes kicks,
He follows the audience.
he follows yes. Bree did not follow the audience. She just got emotional and went to kick. She went to kick.
I agree. I agree with the sentiment that Liv, she should have taken those kicks better.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that those last two kicks specifically were way too high.
True. I'm not, and again, I'm not disputing that at all. Again, that's Bree needing to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
That's Bree needing to slow down. But my point is we can't just. Yes, Bree did do the kick. My point is, are we sure that Liv Morgan didn't miss her spots? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand it. And I'm not disputing there's a very good chance that she probably did miss her spot. However, I do find it a little hard to go with that route, considering how high those last two kicks were. I don't think she could have taken it either other way.
Well, the very last kick we don't know if it was too high because at that point Liv was knocked out and going down.
Yes.
Right. Well, what I'm referring to is that kick that dazed her.
Right.
Yes.
You know, even if Liv was taking it wrong, because I'm saying, and the reason why I keep saying that kick was too high is because Liv Morgan's head was back when she got hit in the face. So she may have missed her spot. She may have been selling it wrong. But at the same time, that kick was just way too high. And I can get... This is my thing. Just based on what I've seen, can I agree that Liv Morgan sells it a little bit, is not taking it properly? Yes. However, I can't... You still... Those last two kicks, I don't think she could have tried to take it any other way. I just don't believe that.
Okay, well, I was just, like I said, I was just quoting what fucking Bubba Ray said. Not.
I know.
And again, I say this, and this is why I brought this up. Let's wait until what Liv has to say. If she comes out and says, yes, I fucked up. Because it might have been that third kick that knocked the wind out of her because she wasn't taking them spots right. And Brie Bella was in a fucking rhythm and was focused and nailed her right in the face. I mean, we don't know. We gotta let's wait for Liv. And I just wanted to bring out that quote that there is that possibility, and it's a quote from Bubba Ray, and Bubba Ray is a pretty reliable source because he's one of those guys that has taken spots like that for fucking years. He teaches people to take spots like that. So
I do understand, and don't get me wrong, I have a lot of respect for Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know what this week has been like.
Yes.
And so, while I respect his opinion, and I definitely take it into consideration, I'm not so quick to say yeah, Bubba's right about this.
Oh, I'm not either. I am not either. I'm just throwing the possibility of what.
Right. Now, he's probably been the most even-handed opinion.
Yes.
Out of everybody else.
Yes.
And that's what I say. I respect it, but I don't know. But too, we don't know where Bubba's coming from.
True. I think he's on the fence of the trainer. Yeah, the booker kind of. You know what I mean? Here's the spot. This is what we're gonna work on. This is what you're gonna do. This is how you do it. That's the position I think he's taking. Like I said, he's not taking either side. So he's in the middle on this one. He's just telling everybody what he sees. He sees what he's seen. So that's where we're going with this. And Bobbitt, did you want to finish your point? I know you put it in the chat, but go ahead and say what did you?
Yeah, I'm sorry about it.
Alright. Well, that's what I was saying is, you got these fans out here that keep saying, "Oh, I never seen Shawn wrestle." Dude, you're on YouTube. Search it here, or if you have a network, go and watch that. You don't need to bring back these nostalgia acts because I didn't see it. Hell, I never seen Bruno San Martino wrestle. Doesn't mean they're going to dig up his corpse and wrestle with it.
You're right.
Well, and you're very right. You are very right. The only thing I can really say to it, and I'm not defending this position. In fact, I think this is wrong. The only thing is that I know for me personally, if you told me the show that I was going to go see live and I was going to get to see The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, I cannot sit there and honestly say that I would not, even though I take the position of I don't need to see these guys anymore. I cannot sit there and lie to anybody that says I wouldn't be just a little bit excited about seeing it.
Oh, who wouldn't be?
And
it's a natural reaction, especially for wrestling fans. It's a natural reaction.
And so I think this is why I'm always reluctant to talk about this when it comes to Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, because I agree these guys don't need to be wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but at the same time, I don't think any of us here could realistically say if we were going to a live show, get over there, and we were told that we would be seeing Undertaker or in Triple H or Undertaker Shawn Michaels in a match. I don't think any of us can realistically agree. If we knew we were going to get to see it, I don't think we could realistically say that we wouldn't be just a little bit excited about that.
Right.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I would. I got to see Stone Cold. I was there, and I've stated this many times. I was there the night that Stone Cold made Vince McMahon piss his pants in the middle of the ring. That was fucking great. Was Undertaker there? No. I did get to see DX. Shawn Michaels wasn't in WWE at the time. This is about that time where the Stone Cold had lost the title, and I don't think anybody was a champion at that time.
I don't remember.
Because I don't think anybody... Oh, that was the... Yeah, no, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. I'd have to go back and watch it. But to see that was awesome. Did I get to see The Undertaker? No. I would have loved to have seen him. I think he was hurt at the time. And I think it wasn't even the Undertaker that I wanted to see anyway. So.
Right.
So.
But
yeah.
that's my only point on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like you guys. I don't think that they should be wrestling anymore.
Right.
But at the same time, if you told, like, let's say somebody gave me tickets to go see Super Showdown, I would be saying, fuck you guys, I'm going to go see Undertaker versus Triple H.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's I think there's a big difference. Now, the people that are just going to watch it and not be there really don't know what they're talking about. But for those that are saying, well, I never got to see it, and they're going to be there, I can't really fault them for being excited.
Okay, now I'm going to give you my story. Because if y'all remember the commercials during SummerSlam, who was one of the last Colonel Sanders?
Shawn Michaels.
Flair.
Live in person, saw Shawn Michaels doing the HBK pose as Colonel Sanders. All of us super excited, all of us so very happy. We watched him get off at the table and were extremely disappointed with how feeble he looked.
He couldn't barely move.
Right.
Just saying.
He looked old, he looked feeble, he looked like if he took one wrong step, he was just going to turn to dust.
Right.
Which was a complete and utter disappointment. So that's what these fans have to look forward to, just so you all know.
Right, and like I said, I'm not on the side of that this needs to happen.
Right.
I don't think it needs to happen. But I can't fault for people wanting to see it.
Right, but that's why I'm telling my story, so this way people that are going to
Right.
see it and possibly watching the show, guess what? You're going to be disappointed.
And yes, I am pulling the truck today. I had to get food today. I was hungry.
Ronnie asked a question, even back onto the Brie and Ruby Riott thing. Are you done with your stuff, Bob? Is that all you had to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Ruby Riott apparently took an elbow to Brie. Or Brie took an elbow to, I don't even know what it was. I didn't see the spot.
Ruby took a elbow to the face.
Okay, so here is my question to you guys. Has anybody seen Ruby Riott post anything or say anything or do anything? Of course, she got back when she took the elbow. Do you think she wasn't supposed to be? If somebody elbowed me, even if it was kayfabe, I'd at least want to look pissed.
The only thing that I know now, granted, I know she hasn't posted anything herself, but you also know WWE heavily restricts what they can and can't put on there.
Has WWE made any mention of it?
WWE, I don't think they want to at this point, because...
Okay, well then, I think it's a done argument. I don't think they give a shit. If they're not going to say anything about it, if Ruby's not going to say anything about it, I didn't see her post anything on Twitter about it. I follow her. So for people to say, well, what about Ruby Riott getting elbowed in the face? That might have actually not been a botch.
That might have actually been part of the match.
No, it was a botch.
Okay, hold on. Now, here's why I say that. Yes, we're going to sit here. This poor woman has a magnifying glass on her. I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is that was not. It was a botch, but it wasn't a botch that she could control. There's a difference.
Probably true. Now, the only thing that I can say definitive for anything that's been mentioned is what people said they saw backstage.
Okay.
Now, granted, it's hearsay, so I don't know how true it is. But I do know. Now, we all know that. I think I mentioned it. I want to say Thursday,
It's possible.
or we were talking about it off air, maybe.
Yeah.
That there was a report that Bree was very apologetic to Liv after what happened, but Ruby and Logan were visibly pissed.
Well, number one, Sarah Logan needs to shut her fucking mouth because she is she's worse than fucking Brie Bella. She botches every fucking time she steps in that ring, and nobody says a fucking word about her. Nobody. So for anybody to sit there and give Brie this much fucking shit, Sarah Logan has been doing this for fucking 10 fucking years.
Oh, I know. That's why I don't like her.
I don't want to fucking hear another goddamn word that fucking Brie Bella has botched 5 times in a row. Because every fucking time Sarah Logan steps in the fucking ring, she botches. She's slow, she stops, she goes, she fucking misses punches. Yeah, she probably doesn't land them because she doesn't know how to fucking do it. But for people to sit there and fucking shit on fucking Brie Bella, they need to start shitting on fucking Sarah Logan too. And there are people that do. There are people that do. But back off of Brie.
That's why I said. That's why me personally, I don't give a fuck. I'll give Brie shit all I want because it's been documented. It's well known. I give everybody shit that fucking botches really bad.
Oh, me too.
And Sarah Logan's the worst. Sasha's one of them. Seth was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I ain't gonna lie. After he injured Sting, I stopped watching wrestling for a while. Because I didn't want to see fucking Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's like I sit there was talking about. A lot of it has to do with if people don't like the Bellas anyway.
And that's the fucking problem. That you just said it. They don't like the fucking Bellas, so it's okay for them to shit on them when they fuck up. Well, that's bullshit. In my opinion, that's bullshit.
You know, but you know, I don't know. I'm kind of the opinion. You know,
I'm sorry.
I don't try to let the fact because I fully admit it. I don't like the Bellas. I don't. But you know, I've tried to be as objective about it as possible because I'm still of the opinion that no, Brie doesn't need to be fired. No, she doesn't need to be. You know, they don't. You know, now they punished Seth Rollins. They did punish Sasha. So I think Brie does need to be punished in some way. I do stand by that, but I don't think she needs to be fired.
What did they do to Seth Rollins?
I can't remember what they did.
They severely restricted his moveset. I mean,
That's not what I said about fucking doing to Brie Bella?
Well, yeah, no. I'm just talking at this point.
yeah.
For Sasha, I don't know what they did to Sasha. I don't think they even did anything to Sasha.
No, I think because I think she was champion at the time.
They took the title off for her because of injuries. It wasn't because of a botch. She was.
I can't remember what it was, but there were reports about it. Like I said, well, this whole situation is so fucking volatile this week. It's been very volatile this week.
I'm trying to play it down the middle, to be honest with you, but I'm playing both sides because I feel bad for Brie that she has to go through this, but yet when other superstars botch, it's not as fucking noticeable. Then these poor women, both of them, have a magnifying glass on them. Anything to fucking rip on them. They could fucking walk the wrong fucking way and people would fucking shit on them. That's how bad it is.
And I agree. I you know, like I said, the only thing that I can realistically think of is, you know, granted, I don't understand why they don't get on Sarah Logan because she's just as bad.
She's Eva Marie 2.0.
But at the same time, I think a lot of it has to do with, especially with some of the superstars that we've known in the past to have some bad botches, is the frequency of the botches and the severity of the botches.
Right.
And with Brie, I think the biggest problem, I think one of the biggest problems is why the fans that are really going after Brie on it are so dogmatic about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's part. Now, I'm not saying this is the sole reason, but I believe it is one of the major ones. Is the 5 botches that she did. Either she could have gotten very seriously hurt, or she seriously hurt somebody else.
Well, I know the one, the 3 of them are suicide dive, right?
No.
Okay, well, they don't have her do the. Well, here's my point. They don't have her do the suicide dive anymore. She's not.
No. The first 2 were suicide dives.
Okay.
The third one was the knee to the face for Selena Vega. The fourth one, Liv Morgan, and the 5th one was Ruby Riott.
Okay, so hold on. But what about the Zelina? Have they said anything about the Zelina Vega thing?
Like I said, there's been nothing on it. But then again, I mean, you can't realistically say that they're going to say anything.
Well, I'm just going to throw this out there. Didn't look any more brutal, and I seen that. It didn't look any more fucking brutal than fucking Shinsuke Nakamura's Kinshasa.
I agree. But at the same time, you're talking about a man versus a woman's kick.
We're talking.
Okay, then what
but
about?
Hold on. I think a man's Shinsuke's Kinshasa is a little bit more brutal than fucking Brie Bella.
Right, but when you're talking about who he's going up against.
Okay, now, what about the knee that both Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville took?
Oh no, I thought that was a bad fuck up.
They didn't even kick.
That's the thing I don't understand why people, like, and I'm not saying it's you guys, but other people coming at me with this fucking shit about, well, what about this person? What about this person? I have stated it on multiple occasions. If they do a bad botch, they fucked up.
That one, there was nothing wrong. They didn't even connect. They hit her hand.
But
you go back.
No, I'm saying she was in the same exact position as Zelina Vega and took the same exact knee, but nobody said anything about it being a botch.
Oh,
but we don't know. We don't know. We can't honestly know. But that's the 5 that have been reported.
So then here's the thing. Before what we are going to do, what I am going to do. Gonna do this until we hear from Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, Zelina Vega. I don't know what to say. I mean, yes, there was a botch, but before we jump to conclusions and say Brie Bella needs to be fucking punished, we need to hear everybody's fucking story. And who are we to fucking say that fucking Brie Bella needs to be fucking punished? That's not for us to decide. That's for WWE to decide. That's probably why they aren't saying anything. They're probably looking into it.
And Ronnie, that's exactly what I'm talking about. With the match with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose versus Asuka and Naomi, Asuka did the same exact knee to Sonya Deville. It looked exactly the same, but nobody said it was a botch, nor did they say it was a vicious move that could have severely injured her.
Fucking Asuka, man. I've seen her fucking. She kneed fucking Carmella in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said anything about that. I know I keep mentioning of stuff, but nobody's saying anything about those. And I get it. It's because the Bellas, nobody cares for them, nobody likes them, so they have a magnifying glass on them, and that's what it is, and it sucks for that to happen to them.
You know, but you know, and then part of me is sitting there going, you know, at the same time, you fans wanted it.
That's true.
Yes.
You wanted it, and then you're not. I don't see. My only thing about that is, and the only thing that I will say that I'm kind of like, what the fuck? What the fuck is your problem? Is the fans wanted this. They wanted this more aggressive style of wrestling.
Right.
Especially out of the women.
And look what you got. You got a lot of injuries, and we've been talking about the fucking Brie Bella shit.
Yep. Well, after today, we're not talking about it anymore. So that's why we're doing it now. We're getting it off our chest. We're getting it all out there. And I'm not going to say anything until fucking something else is fucking said by somebody else other than a fucking fan and other than fucking Brie Bella and Nikki Bella and Ruby Riott. I need to hear from Ruby Riott, Zelina Vega, and Liv Morgan. And Sarah Logan. Oh, fuck Sarah Logan. I don't care what she says.
I feel we're beating a dead horse at this point.
We are. But it's news, and that's what this is. This is one of the hot topics of the fucking week, and there's nothing. I mean, am I wrong?
Well, and realistically, this has been one of the most highly talked about topics all week. Yeah. Not just with us. I mean, it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
This has been an ongoing deal, but now what it's devolved into is wrestler versus fans.
Right.
It's true.
Which is sad.
And it's not good.
No. You are correct. That should never have been the case.
You know, if it was me, if I was WWE, I would be instructing every one of my superstars, don't say shit. Let the fans blow off their steam. Because granted, in a couple of weeks, we won't even be talking. It'll be a thing of the past.
We'll be talking about fucking Brock Lesnar has a fucking title again.
Right. We'll be talking about something else.
Right.
And you know, but what it's done, because realistically, I know for us, we were kind of done with this Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you got Corey Graves and fucking all these other fucking jackasses coming out.
Yeah.
Well, the biggest one is the indie wrestlers that are coming out. It's our business. Yeah, but you know what?
I'll say this like I say in any kind of situation like that. Yes, it's their business. They are the professionals. No, we can't do what they do. And we're very grateful for the fact that they take time out of their lives to perform for us. But here's the thing. You're nothing without the fans.
That's true.
Without the fans, you don't have a job in the wrestling industry.
That is correct. And I couldn't agree with that more. Could not agree with that more.
So, and people, honestly, the people that defend WWE and all these other promotions are wondering why the fans, that this is becoming where more and more fans are leaving.
Yeah.
That's true. Other than that, I think we've pretty much hit the nail on the head with everything. I am looking forward to seeing the storyline with the Shield and fucking the Dogs of War. That's the name of fucking Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler's faction.
Oh God!
Fucking kidding me?
Now.
Right? Really? No creativity. I I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be harsh now. I'm just kidding. That's an internship quote. But I'm looking forward to Monday. That storyline, they planted the seed. I'm liking where they're going with it. I'm hoping they carry on with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me and Johnny both. I'm liking where it's going. That could lead to a lead to a Drew McIntyre title shot somewhere down the line.
Right.
Just throwing that out there. Tuesday night, I'm looking forward to seeing what AJ Styles. See, they did a really good job this past week with the cliffhangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially with the AJ fucking Styles Samoa Joe thing. Everybody's like, well, that's what they used to fucking do way back when they were doing good storytelling. They'd leave you with the cliffhanger. Because guess what? I want to know what Samoa Joe did. What happened?
Right.
So, and if they don't come out and tell you what happened, that's their fuck up.
Yep.
But it's got me on that cliffhanger. I want to see what they're going to do on Tuesday. Wednesday, whatever. I'm sorry, NXT is not my cup of tea. I'll watch it, and I'll be honest with you. I've had Johnny, and we sit on Skype and watch it. The only person that I get any reaction out of is Dozovich. That's it.
Yeah. And hell, I don't even watch NXT.
Not saying the wrestling's not good, but I don't like the storylines that they have right now. They're just not my cup of tea.
Right.
Yep. The Super Shit Show is
Is it this weekend?
next Saturday, yes.
Next Saturday?
Yep. Saturday, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're not doing it that early in the morning. We'll probably do it. I might even do it fucking Sunday or something because Ken goes on Saturday and I don't want to interfere with that because I might want to actually go on to a show. We might just do a fucking review of it and that's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but I don't know if I want to stream it.
Yeah.
It might be better if we just watch it and then do a review of it after.
So, but we'll see. I just don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do a review because I'll fall asleep. I mean, I'll probably get up at fucking 5 and watch it, but I will be too tired to fucking stream.
He'll be watching it by himself.
Well, I've been waking up at like 5 o'clock anyway, so.
I know that, but next Saturday is Wisconsin, Nebraska, so
That's true.
I don't really want to see that.
To watch that, so.
God damn it.
I know. So that being said, I think Bobbitt, I have nothing more. Y'all know where to reach me at. I will be doing the game on Sunday at noon. So it's already set up and ready to go. So with that being said, Johnny, I want to thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining. Enjoyed the discussion. I think this is what we're going to do with This Week in Wrestling. We're going to give out what we hear, and then we're going to talk about it. That's what I think we should do. And we're not going to, I mean, good God, how long did we spend on the Brie Bella thing? Like an hour. If it's
too fucking long.
Actually, no, because it's a great discussion to have. You know what I mean? We can sit here and say, God, we beat the fucking horse to death. But guess what? We're talking. We're conversing.
Right.
Ideas are being thrown around. We're getting to understand what each other thinks of what's happening. I don't mind that. Civil debate is okay, and if we can, you know what, guys? Even just throwing in your 2 cents, we might even take a couple of calls. Throw in your 2 cents. Tell us what you think about the topic that we're discussing. So we'll go over the news, and then we'll discuss the topic of the week. So that being said, y'all know where to find me. Y'all know where to find Johnny. On the Twitters and the fucking shows. He does his stream tomorrow afternoon.
Yep, that'll be right. We're going to be continuing We're either going to continue the Skyrim playthrough, or I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break and play Doom tomorrow.
And you know where to find Heather tomorrow. Her and Bobbitt both have their
Last Harry Potter
episode. They're going to be talking about Deathly Hallows Part 2. And you know where to find Bobbitt. This is his channel. I'm going to let him fucking finish out the show. I want to thank everybody for joining. Johnny, again, thanks for the discussion. It was a good discussion. Bobbitt, why don't you take us out of here, brother?
Alrighty. Thanks for coming out, supporting us, supporting all of our channels and shows and stuff. And with that being said, you can find me on Pornhub at FatMaster69. Trying to get that out there.
God.
And shut up. And with that, I bid you adieu. Good night, and mwah.
You pay him in Krispy Kremes.
Shut up. Good night, everybody.